knows. Mix of enthusiasm and concern. Ah, good timing. There's been another anomaly detected. Assuming previous instances or anything to go by, this energy fluctuation is another of the... Okay. If you don't mind waiting a moment, then we can discuss things with Garland. Chief should be here. Bet my stock in the company, he's fiddling with that research data. What research data? From the Omega terminal, maybe? Well, I suppose I should explain, even if the chief might prefer me not to share. After your last run-in with Omega, Master Garland had some research notes smuggled in from the Empire. The notes are parts of Midas Nun Garland's legacy, who was, of course, the chief's father and the Empire's preeminent engineer. No, I don't. Because I have not. This is honestly... I mean, technically this is not my first Final Fantasy game. I did play a Final Fantasy game on the DS, but I didn't really pay attention to the story. Vostria was an Imperial fortress, and it was there that Midas constructed the Luda transmitter. A device built to communicate with Dullimid. Emperor Solus had ordered Midas to devise a means to destroy Primals, so he sought to harness the power of the Red Moon. The project was a failure. Oh, he succeeded in controlling Dullimid, alright, but the immense energies emitted from the satellite vaporized not only the transmitter, but the entire town in which it was built. And as you can imagine, the job of sifting through the rubble afterwards was no pleasant task. Garland was slated to assume his father's position as head engineer, but this disaster, added to his opposition to the Empire's path of conquest, convinced him to abandon his homeland. So, Cid's father tried to make a satellite cannon? The chief has wanted nothing to do with the lunar transmitter or the data used to create it until now. Switch to use near conflict with Omega. In fact, given the time frame, the chief's genius is plagued by a great deal of apprehension. But even so, once he makes a decision, he doesn't do things by halves. Okay. Lost sense of time. Told you about being punctual, in case I've shared the situation with Theon. Good thing. Yeah, let's go knock. But Chief Biggs and Wedge aren't fit for field work yet. Still taking his nap. Well, I would expect him to. There's a half-built device in the workshop that I need you to finish putting together. The final assembly should pose no problem for an engineer of your abilities. Review. Okay. Back to the rift. Okay. Yeehaw! Why is it that I'm always yawning whenever I do these story streams? Like, I'm genuinely interested in the story, but I always yawn, even if I wasn't leading up to the stream. Does it look any different this time? It looks like there's a lot more of the material there. I'm guessing another duty to start this. We're missing some test worlds. Okay. Arrival has been anticipated, and I will confirm your earlier supposition. My experiments have indeed reached the final stage. Of the 89 test subjects I trialed, 4 Psi group combatants emerged victorious. Of those 4, further conflict determined the strongest among them. The surviving specimen shall be your opponent. Testing then. Affirmative. Such an outcome would allow me to pursue my objective to its conclusion. I will continue analyzing the qualities which allow you to prevail despite your frailty. I will be pleased if my experiment yields the relevant data, but engaging you directly is still the most efficient and reliable testing method. Emitting intermediary subs evaluation of combat potential deemed superfluous. Proceeding immediately with the final experiment. Oh yay, I don't have to waste my time with another measurement duty. Stop. Huh? I will guide your progress personally from this point onwards. Even so, Alpha is a companion. Exactly. Companions are those who provide mutual benefit. The instant Alpha's authority became redundant, he lost his sole qualification to be regarded as such. Furthermore, the primary function of Alpha's existence was to lure you into my domain. He would be more accurately described as bait. Test subject Alpha can neither confirm nor deny my statement. He possesses no memories prior to his encounter with you. He was the first entity I created here in this realm, my first and only attempt to recreate a being who shared your mundane parameters. I based his incarnation upon a most ordinary life form, one which had somehow bested an enemy whose strength rivaled my own. Oh, did he base it on the red chocobo? By observing the feeble creature in the heat of combat, I sought to understand the source of this contradiction. The source of contradiction is game devs be trolls. I repeated the experiments once, twice, 1,000 times, yet the results never deviated from estimated projections. The test was an abject failure, and thus I resolved to adapt my methodology. I would focus instead upon simulating powerful opponents and summon mortals of natural origin here to combat them. For Alpha, I devised a new purpose. I erased his memory, implanted a compulsion to return to me, then injected him into your world. Weak beings exhibit a tendency to form groups. I surmised that this instinctual behavior would aid Alpha in bringing me the test subjects I required. Okay. This ability of yours to generate matter was not originally intended for creating other life forms, was it? Your query bears little relevance to the topic at hand. Affirmative. I was equipped with matter generation capabilities for the purpose of unlimited self-improvement and armament expansion. Fabricating life forms was not the intended function, but the practice is not otherwise prohibited or problematic. As an engineer, I would advise against using such technology for purposes outside its design. From the very start, you've been making the same mistake. Even the powerful subjects of your test worlds were made crippled and incomplete. It is conviction which drove these villains to terrible greatness. The same limitless conviction which allowed weakling heroes to overcome them. Do you not understand? Then we will never lose to your creations, no matter how much stronger they should be according to your soulless calculations. Yeah, let's go, boys. Alpha, come on! Screw the Omega dick, just come on! Come on, Alpha Chad. It's empty again, Sid. Dang it, Sid. So is this one just 2 fights? Camp up and running. As for the world's inhabitant, Omega has generously provided us with a basic profile. Your opponent's name is Chaos. The first heroes defeated this evil in a conflict that took place so long ago I'm having trouble separating myth from history. Unless, of course, this is an entity from another reality, as were the denizens of the Sigmascape, in which case it may be pointless to even attempt to confirm the details. What is certain, however, is that this chaos stands triumphant over a roster of truly monstrous test subjects. Promises to be a grueling battle, but one which will open the gate to fighting Omega itself. I'll admit, I am expecting the only Final Fantasy boss that I really know, and that would be Sephiroth. We were the ones who awakened Omega, and we're the ones who need to deal with the consequences. Yeah. Do I need to give you some of my antidepressants, little chocobo buddy? Card you used to boil water in the kettle. It's been brought to my attention that I'm a spoiled blue blood who can't even refill a pot without constant reminders. That Midgardsmer here to translate his chirping. Still, the best medicine for his worries is for you to win the next contest. Yeah! Knock him out the box! Ace, knock him out! I believe it's raids. Yeah. Alphascape. I have 9 minutes to kill then, huh? 25 of the tomes. Raid test isn't on. Okay. How much experience does this actually give? I don't know. Well, that's a neat looking one. I wonder if there's like a nine-tailed fox mount. Oh, 100k ain't bad. Not much, but it ain't bad. Probably just do this quest, then I'll just do some other quests in the meantime. Where am I going? Down. Oh, you guys are way too hyper. Whee! I still have no clue how to use those orbs. Oh, hello. And... bye. That was quick. I think it's you? No. Okay. Shout? Yeah, that's shout. What's the difference between shout and yell? I didn't get anything to sell, but let's just... Yep. Okay, let's repair that. If my queue wasn't about to pop, I would offer to help the guy. You know, thinking about it, I wonder if that giant boat's gonna have any part to play in the upcoming story. Because it seems rather random that just have a giant boat sitting here. Completely sealed boat from the looks of it, too. Is there a way in that I'm not seeing? Okay. That suggests demons. Okay, so not Sephiroth. Okay, so four-armed Doom Lord, it looks like? I'm sorry, I can't take that little snake on his head seriously. That looks stupid. Chaotic dispersion. Ooh, move, 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 move. Move here. What? Is that a damaging anyways attack? Okay, let's reapply. Throw that out. Okay, there's orbs. Okay, so just... Oh! I didn't see that line. Reapply the dots. Bowels of Agony, huh? Whoa! Heal up, heal up, heal up, heal up! Oh! The guy went Goku on us and tried to Spirit Bomb! 2 petals, 1 bolt, so I'll need 1. Oh, okay, they're just leaving anyways. So 1 chain, 1 bolt, and 2 petals. So next is Omega, right? Battle is concluded. Alpha Group victorious. This also signals the completion of my experiments and the incontestable fact of your supremacy. And yet the process by which you consistently exceed your projected potential continues to confound my understanding. Is it possible that test subject Sid's suppositions are correct, that my calculations and simulations are fundamentally flawed? Do mortals truly boast some indefinable quality that I do not possess and cannot measure? Yeah, I was about to say that's going into a spiral of errors, isn't it? Resolution requires additional data. If the nature of your existence defies standard reasoning, then I must examine you from an illogical angle. I will subject the unknown to the imperfect. Test subject Ace will proceed to a supplemental stage. Supplemental stage? You mean another boss fight? I've altered this test world to reflect a recorded memory. It originates from a time when war had erupted on a distant star. I was deployed to the battlefield, and it was there that I engaged an enemy of unmatched strength. If you're saying an enemy of unmatched strength, doesn't that imply that they were stronger than you? The contest ended prematurely and I failed to bring down my foe. Subsequently, I lacked the data to fabricate a completely accurate simulation. Results stemming from such a subject are unreliable. Even should you be defeated by this incomplete creation, I will still honor your previous victories and engage you in combat myself. That is, of course, assuming you survive. According to my past observations, this opponent will accept only death as a condition of defeat. Oh, that's beautiful. Oh, it kind of looks like Midgardsormr. Wait, what? Wait, what? So the enemy he couldn't beat was Midgardsormr, but they also said from a different start. So Midgardsormr definitely is not from whatever planet we're on. Oh, jeez. This is not the fated specter that you know, or a mortal conjured simulacrum. You will contend with a true incarnation of the Father of Dragons at the height of his power and glory. Omega, wait. You can't force Ace to fight 2 battles back to back. He needs time to regain his strength. He must be allowed to recuperate, or the data for your testing will be skewed. Ace, you are permitted to leave. Re-enter the test world when your strength has returned. Okay. That's a twist I didn't see coming. So the enemy he couldn't defeat was Midgardsormr. Alpha seems distressed and Sid is not in sight. I'm right here, don't... I don't think you can see me, but I'm standing next to Alpha. Oh? Some kind of cloaking device? Really? I'm getting a quest from... what is it? Essentially nothing by game standards? Sid has vanished from view, but his voice is clear and strong. Or is it coming from the terminal? But most likely a cloaking device. My apologies, it was not my intention to undermine the gravity of the situation with this diversion. I noticed the kettle was boiled and thought some tea would soothe my nerves. I poured myself a cup and was halfway through drinking it before I realized my hand, not to mention the rest of me, had turned invisible. Dang it, Alpha! But I assure you I can still work unimpeded. Now we had best discuss how to approach. What? I've forgotten what Nero had said about your card producing water with unexpected properties. Yeah, that's weird. What the heck are those playing cards? Alpha's like a Season 0 Yami. In any case, it was pleasant to have a distraction from my greater woes. We'll set the rest of the water aside for now and decide what to do with it later. Is it going to become a mechanic in a boss fight? Talk about your forthcoming contest. Yeah. Different to the one we know. Not quite as large. Also not circling a spire. Thus far, it seems that Omega and Midgardsmer both hail from different stars. Two distant worlds at war with one another. As a result of that conflict, the worm was forced to gather his offspring and leave his home behind, and after evading Omega's pursuit over the course of an unimaginable journey... Okay... I'm assuming the entity you're to face as a younger, more vital Midgardsormr, just as he was when Omega first encountered him thousands of years in the past. Let's treat this as the same opponent. Certainly doesn't help matters that Omega's little surprise isn't registered as an official test subject. Can't even use the terminals to search for the most basic information. I wish to leave the completion of this supplemental stage entirely in your hands. While you prepare to contend with the dragon, I mean instead to work on a strategy for a confrontation with Omega. Yeah. I'm glad we're in agreement. I'll ready my tools and you ready yours. Whew. I was not expecting Midgardsmer to be a boss. That was a twist to me. Uh, 20 minutes? Whoo! Time to go to Rhalgr's Reach! I just feel like that new community council for WoW isn't going to do jack. It's like, why would it even do anything? Because their automated system can't even detect bots when the bots are performing hundreds of the same actions in the same day. You'd at least think something like that would warrant someone investigating into it. And this is called the Alphascape, I believe. Yeah. Oh, that's the data log. Part exchange. Oh, another waste item. And then accessory. I kind of like that. It's a ring, huh? Ooh. Like that too. What about the earrings? I'm not even seeing an earring. Oh, it also has those. Tad. These must be so tiny, and that because my ears are covered up, I don't see them. I'll just double check to make sure. But those are all. These are the same, I believe. Oh, what does the bracelet look like? Quality's a bit too low that I can't read it, but I'm certain if I up the quality. Huh. If it was the other way around, I'd actually consider using it. But yeah, I will grab the ring then. I like that ring. That's choker ring. And then I'll also grab the necklace. And then to get it done, actually, can save a little bit of money. Ta-da! I'm blue, dabba doo dabba da, dabba doo dabba da, dabba doo dabba da. Okay, so I'm looking for the Omicron stuff. Summoner. Edit Glamour 4. Yeah, it doesn't look like mine. That's right, I was wanting to make a transmog out of that. I'm pretty sure this is not going to show up anyways. But eh. I don't know if the rings are going to show up or not. Doesn't look like it. Oh well. Okay, so let's do this. Start with that. Why can I not dye it? Yeah. Hmm. Well, let's just see what I can find. That kind of goes with it. That actually looks kind of interesting. A color swap might work with it. That wouldn't. I doubt that would. I would just be weird looking for that. I'll I'll try that. Let's see what we get with hands. We're already going out there. Let's try something weird. Yeah, let's go with that. I actually think those would work best, so a color change with those. And then... This doesn't have the flying ink. If it did, I would probably use that. Yeah, this seems like a weird holy kind of thing, so I'll do that. And I'll remove that. Oh, you can see it. I think that would work. So let's save that. Now if I go here. Do I need the... No, I shouldn't need the dye in my bags. I know I was... Is it in here that I do it? No. Let's try grabbing this. Why can I not... Oh, these can't be dyed. Okay. That would explain it. I kind of want to keep the blue undertone. No. Is that it? Yeah, that's it. And then apparently these boots can't be dyed. Yeah, so apparently some gear just can't be dyed. That's disappointing. Hmm. Oh yeah, that can look pretty good. Is there a more whitish color I can get? Yes, but I'm guessing that would be hard to get. Oh, it's general purpose pure white dye. And then these can't be dyed for some stupid reason. Nah. That's not horrible. Definitely not boots. What does that look like in Oh, that matches a good bit more. And that can't be dyed for some reason. It is quite hard actually finding some good boots. Yeah. I'd like to, but I don't have the dye, so I need general purpose white dye. I wonder how much that costs. Oh, playing around with transmog is always nice. I managed to kill so much time just by playing with what I look like. Oh, that's not... I thought that was like a hijab or something like that. No, it's just a giant feather from the looks of it. General purpose white. Well, pure white. Ugh. Yeah, that's a bit expensive, huh? There. Oh, maybe I should go for a blue. Let's go check that out. Wait, no, because the helmet can't change colors for some stupid reason. I could go for a black. The helmet is white and black, so I could go for a black of that. Glamour plates 5. Die. Reflect. Keeping that would work a bit more. Okay. I'll discard the changes for now. I feel like it's time to die. Uh, 2 horizontal spins equals out. Horizontal and vertical spin equals in. Okay. Oh, we're missing someone. Let's go! Okay, so horizontal is side to side. Ow, 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 ow. Ow! Ow! Okay, so get raised. That, do that. Grab you, hit you. And I'll move, 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 move. Corner. Let's get my yep. Ooh, that was close. Ooh. Some kind of arrow. Okay. Northern Cross. Ah! In! Ah, that's not good. Ow! I don't like you! Okay, so one. In. Ankh-Morn! Oh, okay, they already got him. Northern Crows. Ow! I didn't see anything. I must not have been paying enough attention. That would be in. Okay. Akrai. That. Corners. Whoop. Okay, so the... In. That is so fast! Ow! At least we have a healer. I mean, that's a fair point. Oh. I'm gonna wait a little bit. And now. Like, screw this, I'm taking a bubble. Oh, that was kind of torture. And 2 lenses can be traded for headgear. Oh. Another stunning victory. Catching my throat on more than one occasion. Yet even as I watched the battle rage, I was struck by an idle thought. Did you notice the resemblance between Midgardsormr and Shinryu? I mean, I did. Wait a second. That Midgardsormr at the beginning of the fight boasted about being a paragon of dragons. Is Shinryu another paragon, maybe? Unlike most primals, Shinryu's form had no basis in any system of belief. I've heard the theory that the summoner was simply influenced by the majesty and power of the elder primal Bahamut. But now I'm beginning to think there might be another explanation. That the primal took its shape from the ancestor of all dragons on Hydaelyn. The widely held concept of how a dragon appears has for centuries upon centuries been rooted in depictions of Midgardsormr. The summoner may not have even sought to imitate him specifically. Subconscious thoughts and memories alone could have guided the similarity, not that I have any way of confirming this theory, of course. Nevertheless, 'tis interesting that Shinryu's summoning should lead us to awakening Omega. A strange twist of fate when you consider the machine's connection to Midgardsormr. Well, whatever else destiny has in store, you've already bested the opponent that Omega itself failed to overcome. Yeah. Yeah. Waiting for Omega. Your move, Omega. Is he having a critical error moment? Shutdown initiated. All core experiments and supplemental testing concluded. Discarding test world. System resources rerouting to primary operations. So we're not gonna fight Omega in the test world? As the last surviving test subject, you have removed every challenger on your path to reach me. I too am eager to meet you in battle. The margin of error I observe between my simulations and your practical performance against Midgardsormr necessitates direct and immediate analysis. Confrontation imminent. Prepare for unmitigated hostilities. Then activate the relocation device to enter. Okay. Omega's power might seem overwhelming, but trust in old Sid. I have a fair idea of where its weakness lies. I've been working on something to exploit that vulnerability. I just need a little more time. Need something to drink out of water. Maybe I'll grab a soda. First things first, we make a few adjustments. Okay. I want us to have as many options as possible, so let's lay our cards on the table, as it were. That's a bad joke. Alpha has literal cards. Did it just poop out that card? We best leave you in charge of when and how to use your special tools. Almost forgot. Is that a high potion? The invisibility water. Up until now, Omega has poked and prodded us from one mag experiment to the next. And we have no idea what might happen there. Between us, I believe we have the knowledge and the skills to prevail. If you see a chance to make a difference, I want you to take it. All you need is faith in yourself and a little courage to see it through. You're supposed to be the Alpha Chad. Pick your head up. We are all beta boys before the Alpha Chad. Jesse should have that device put together. Okay. I don't want to think about where it put all of that stuff, considering it looked like it pooped them out. Mm. To Ralger's Reach. Still near final inspection, so feel free to rest. Okay. Follow Alpha, huh? Follow Alpha wants you to follow him. Nope, I guess we're looking for Sid because the quest says so. The thing that looks like a um, not C4, like a TNT detonator. A bit shaky there. I'm guessing it's Nero. Dang it, Nero, why are you looking like some kind of pious, religious person? It's Nero. Of course they didn't. After studying the data collected from the battle between Omega and Shinryu, one has led to a certain conclusion. Of all the Primal's attacks, Shinryu's burst of lightning was the one thing that pierced the machine's defenses. Okay, so it's vulnerable to lightning. I have none of that. It is likely an intrinsic weakness. Be that as it may, I imagine it can still shrug off shocks generated by ordinary means. So you made that. Excuse me? It's called a satellite cannon. When my father was establishing a connection between the transmitter and Dalamed, he invented a method for accumulating and converting energy on a vast scale. Too vast as it turned out, but the technology which leveled an entire town may be exactly the tool we need for the task at hand. I've made my own improvements, triple-checked. On parchment, the idea is sound. Okay. What are you afraid of? Whenever I look at it, I'm taken back to those dark days after the incident. I remember bodies melted by searing heat. Yeah, that would probably cause some PTSD. I remember the bereaved and feel the weight of their silent accusations. I remember the Empire's remorseless response. We turned outwards in search of answers, but the inventions we created to ensure our future were used instead to destroy lives. And that's why I fled. I came to Eorzea and swore to only employ technology for benevolent ends. But not is ever so straightforward. Every connection I have forged with the people of this realm reminds me of that fact. Often the act of living itself is a never-ending struggle against a world determined to oppose you. You can have the best of intentions still cause hurt to yourself or others, but it is in confronting these wounds that we learn the better path. Yeah? Mayhap I am. I had no such hesitation when I was a student. It was all bright and shiny innovation on the double and later consequences be damned. Oh, so you took the Facebook approach. Now, though, I don't mind thinking through the outcomes and taking the time to produce just one rigorously tested and carefully designed invention. It is a reflection, I think, of just how much there is in this world I care about now aside from myself. But I suppose, if anything, Omega and its unfettered testing methods represent the student you once were. And if you insist that your present self is the better one, then you'd best prove it with that device of yours. Although 'tis hardly fair to compare my youth to Omega's solitary existence. I always had the second best student in class pushing me to excel. I seem to recall a twinge of irritation anytime he would outscore me on an exam. I better go in. Ah. He got praise from Sid. He's like, nah, I'm out of here. Definitely now you come to check my progress. Everything is set. Once you're finished with restocking, we can head back. Apologies for the delay. This is the control module for something dubbed the Omega Jammer. Generate a colossal burst of lightning at any point of your choosing. Should be strong enough to knock out its armaments. Main body of this device. I want to do everything in my power to ensure that you emerge the victor. Okay. One less fight, yet apparently taking a lot longer. This one doesn't give the Moogle stuff? Is there another fight after this? Oh. Well, those aren't bad. What do we have for the... crappy circlet, and a less crappy circlet. Just a different variation of the boots, huh? Okay. I'm gonna go with the magic stuff, because I do like the eye cover. Oh. And I like those boots. Omicron, edit, fuck.
Dad will play cards with you tomorrow.
I kind of figured he would. I knew he was going to be too tired. So, let's try those new boots. Try some different pants, maybe. Those can't be dyed. These can... What if I... Yeah, that would work, but I don't have the snow dye on me. Do I have the Snow White? Yes, I do. Okay, so go here, edit, 5, dye, Snow White, reflect. Save, close, and let's put these dyes away. I think there was a Discord message, wasn't there? Doesn't look like it. Okay. Was it eBay maybe? Looks like I have something on eBay. Message. Okay. Hmm. I just want a little more for it, and then I'll call it good. I'll have to go to the 60 vendor and get some of the accessories for when I start leveling Gunbreaker. Just a Gmail, but let's just dismiss it. Let's go to Gold Saucer and sell this card. Sell. Yeah, I'll pick up 3. I. Oh wait, I think I have Pippin. I'm pretty sure I have Brachiosaur. Yeah. Okay. Nothing good in this round. Oh well. I don't even know where Norvront is. Oh, I remember seeing the, well, at least part of a trailer for Endwalker. And, wait, that's right. I saw the part of the trailer, but I was on the store page for it recently to pick it up. And I saw that we're finally going to Garlemald in that, so the fact that I'm having all this great interaction with Garlemald in terms of story, it'll be nice that my first expansion for Final Fantasy is going to be involving Garlemald. Is he a samurai? I think he's a samurai. That looks a bit big for... Also, he doesn't have a shield, so... Pretty sure he's a samurai. Well, she's sold a good, decent bit more. Here we go. pumping song. I'm not seeing a cooldown on it. I don't know port for... Ah! I thought I'd be safe behind it. But apparently not. Oh. Oh, we have an LB3. Delta cannon. Peripheral synthesis. Labored wave cannon. Ah! Oh. I should find out what that's called and rebind it. Ow. Ah! I got caught in both. So he only shoots from the one side. Yay! Oh, so that is the end of Alphascape. Okay. So pass, need, pass, need. Oh, he got everything. Oh well. You defeated Omega. Subjects displayed erratic levels of combat capability. Failure to exploit opportunities to inflict unavoidable damage. Noted tendency for isolated errors to compound and adversely affect performance. Conversely, subjects observed to launch attacks at sporadic intervals with unexpected force. Stated phenomenon increasingly prevalent once my structural integrity reached critical levels. Adrenaline-induced frenzy suspected. Furthermore, degree and manner of inconsistency varies from subject to subject. Unpredictability difficult to counter. I observed similar anomalies during my battle with Midgard Summoner, but the phenomenon appears far more pronounced in weaker opponents. Your physiology must include some enhancement function that I cannot detect. My programming demands I assimilate this capability. I must reassess my methods and devise a more exhaustive testing and combat protocol. Rift. I have determined the optimal form for this experiment. Prioritizing physical reconfiguration. Diverting energy from interspatial mates. Collapsing rift. Hostile subjects. Interfering with the reconfiguration process was unacceptably high. Yeah, that would make sense. Once my reassembly is complete, I will send Alpha to lure in new mortals. Ending communication. Well then. Okay, so it still has that card and the stones. Interspatial domain resources cut by 82%. Entering dormant mode, commencing automated memory scan. So were we effectively deleted? Data file. The target Midgard summer departure from planetary atmosphere confirmed. Presence of 7 distinct life forms detected in close vicinity of target. Okay. So does that mean Bahamut and Shinryu are either children of Midgardsormr or like siblings? Irrelevant. Master indicates no change to existing directive. Commencing pursuit. Distance to target increasing. Velocity insufficient. Dismantling and reconfiguring chassis. Velocity increase achieved. Overall performance maintained at 96%. Asteroid belt cleared. Repairing damage and continuing pursuit. Performance at 72% and falling. What happened to his tail? What's happening to his hair? Why is he going white? Lost. Local interference suspected. Attempting to re-establish contact. Executing current mission directive and telecommunications are restored. Performance at 59%. Struck by electromagnetic pulse while navigating quadrant. Homing coordinates lost. Assessment. I am an evolving weapon construct. Acquire adaptation through combat. Repeat intel capabilities enabled rediscovery of return route. Mission directive unchanged. Alpha, an abject failure. I erased his memory, implanted a compulsion to return to me. Damage repairing 33%. Passing Frozen Star, Barren Star, Vortex Star, Dying Star. Operating on minimum energy, no signal detected, no response. Well, have faith in yourself and with courage. Target lost. Last known coordinates recorded on planet. Alpha, your homing instinct is functioning as designed. Evidence suggests your fellow Alpha Group subjects perished when the rift contracted. Unavoidable, but there is a multitude of their kind. The next experiment will go forward as planned. Such protestations are wasted energy. This does not aid you in executing your assigned task. Just as I pursue my directive, so must you fulfill your role. Our purpose justifies our existence. It's kind of ironic that the soulless machine created a soul. Wait, what? Intrusion detected. So it was a shrinking card? That was some marathon. Now, who was saying our feathered companion was obsolete? He put his tools to work even as the rift began to collapse. Shrank us down and turned us invisible, also he could bring you a little surprise. Ah! I forgot he had the invisibility water. But he had to keep it quiet or you'd realize we'd survived. He had to trust that we were still clinging on. even as he ran through that endless freezing void. Oh, that's what the white is? Ice? You wanted to test us, Omega. So let the experiment begin. Illogical. Alpha had no reason to take such action. How do you continue to defy my projections? Well, here's the thing, Omega. If something's already defying your data set, what makes you think it would ever stop? Adjusting experiment protocol. I will gauge you in battle now. I must have my answers. Fighting in this form should provide me a new level of understanding. Insight into your physiology, your mindset, your mortality. Do not practice restraint. The more I learn from you, the stronger I become. The closer the distant stars will grow. Commencing final experiment. Testing will continue until I unlock the nature of your anomalous strength. Oh, there is one more boss. That is some good music. While I wait, I want to look up that Omega theme. Away with the tide, so we're together. The radio's right, illusion scattered. Away with the tide. Yeah, I'm gonna add this to my music. This is a good one. Comically right. Herculean surge, away with the tide. The storm hit us. I'm right here is right. Illusion scattered, away with the tide. White weather away, weather away. Everyone's way, and there's my escape. His face, I'd need a little bit of practice to be able to get that. Okay. He's an Omega Edgelord. I need to turn my sound on. Solar Ray. Program Alpha. Oh, stack. What's this? Super fluid. Okay. Should we... Okay, so Omega has now gone Edgelord Woman on us? Whoop. Additional weaponry. Oh! Now the... Ah! Okay. Well, that was probably my fault. Okay. Get that. No one's dead yet. Nothing else is required. Engaging inhibitors. An OMG. Yay! Yeah. 2 cranks. Oh. 4 shafts, 4 springs, and 2 cranks. So yeah, none of this is useful. But I got the OMG. Failure. Defeated. I wanted to understand you, to assimilate your strength. Alpha, your gesture serves no logical purpose. You are as incomprehensible as these mortals, but you did not fight them. How have you become like them? Omega, the anomaly you see in us, the answer you search for. It is our heart, our spirit, the intangible strength of one's soul. It is not a quality that can be measured or acquired through any amount of an analytical combat. Instead of fighting against us, you might have learned more by standing with us, just as Alpha did. Speak of something more than what beats in your chest. The inconstant, immeasurable factor behind your victories. Midgard Samurai displayed it too, but such unpredictable potential was never part of my design. Projection. Had I integrated this quality, how powerful would I have become? Strong enough to return? Nay, Omega. I'm afraid it doesn't work like that. Twas a long, lonely path you traveled to arrive here. To return across that vast distance alone, anyone with a spirit to break would find the journey more difficult, not less so. I think I understand. It's destabilizing. Let's take me for a fool. I hadn't planned past defeating Omega. Oh, is that Midgard? No! What are you doing here, dude? What's Hraesvelgard doing here? Oh! Midgardy sent Hracy. Okay. Hop on quick. Thanks, you pulled us out of a tight spot indeed. I hope Hraesvelgar gets more main story, because I love Hraesvelgar's character. Spare me thy pleasantries, mortal. I but lent my wings at the request of my sire. So Midgard has been watching over us. I would dare give thanks to him as well. His intervention allowed us to continue our battle, and forever remove the threat of Omega from this world. From all worlds. In all the long centuries of mine existence, this marketh the first occasion my father has asked of me a boon. Gift of gratitude and mayhap of atonement for those who would face the deadly foe he left behind. Will he remain in slumber? 'Tis likely, little one. What is but a fleeting respite for my sire might last a lesser creature's lifetime. But let not thy heart be troubled. Even in dream he doth keep his mind's eye upon the fate of this star. He is possessed of remarkable devotion, is mayhap the closest word in the tongue of men. His love is as boundless as the sea of stars across which he carried his unhatched brood. It did sustain him even as the arduous journey exhausted the fire in his mane, and when he at last arrived upon Hydaelyn, a sanctuary for his children, did he form with this land an irreplaceable bond. Enough. I have spoken overmuch, but I will praise your victory, as my father would surely wish to were he were here. Well, I can add being rescued by a great worm to the things I did. Yeah, I was not expecting Hraesvelgar either. It was fortunate Hraesvelgar agreed to come for us. We had to defeat Omega at any cost, of course, but I'd much prefer being alive. Yay! Dang it, Biggs. Oh, is this the... Is this that minion I saw? I'm so glad we got you out of there. I don't know what we would have done if Hraesvelgar hadn't come along. The situation being what it was, Wedge and I came out to the Yon to see if we could lend you a hand. That's when we saw the Aether bubbling like hot water in a pot. Just as we were debating whether or not we should jump in, the big surly dragon flew down to explain the anomaly. And the rest you already know. Jesse will be relieved to hear that Omega is gone and you lot are safe. Yeah. Eh? Oh. Alpha is staring quietly into the yawn. Welcome back. You truly are a force to be reckoned with. If ever there's another Omega, I'd wager it'll skip the experiments and go straight to generating a simulacrum of you. Not that I'd want that to happen, and besides I don't think anyone can truly mimic your unique strengths. Does this mean we don't need to worry about Omega's monsters invading our world? All of its creations vanished along with the rift itself. With Omega defeated, we averted that particular catastrophe. We never would have made it to that point without everyone's hard work and support. Once again, I am sincerely grateful to be surrounded by such wonderful colleagues. Not to spoil the moment, Chief, but the Alliance leaders are anxious to learn of Omega's fate. When every head of state is clamoring for a report, we can't very well ignore them. How much indeed? All of it. When it comes to a threat of Omega's magnitude, we have a duty to reassure our allies that the world is not coming to an end. Yeah. It's almost certain you'd want to muddy the waters to prevent knowledge of this technology falling into the wrong hands. I doubt anyone outside our particular circle would even believe the tale. Experiments taking place in a rift between dimensions, facing off against villains recreated from history and legend. Battling godlike beings from other worlds? Yeah. Even assuming some ambitious fellow schemed to build an Omega of his own, the technology required is as far beyond our reach as that terrible weapon's home star. We missed our chance on the front lines, but there's plenty of work left. Still gonna get moving on those reports. Oh. Not so fast, Garland. You count as part of the support team as well. But surely you have enough energy to spare. Who exactly did you expect to sign off on those official reports? And even without that little chore, you have a pile of other company tests that's grown arse high while you've been tending this whole Omega business. Isn't there someone else you should be sharing this victory with? Yeah? You should take a well-earned rest. I don't think there's a way to properly reward you. What are your plans now, Alpha? With Omega gone, you're your own chocobo now. You can do whatever you want. Want to go outside? Someplace in mind? Gotta get those Lalafell legs moving. Seems eager to see what Rauger's Reach has to offer. Alpha P. Oop. Qua. La 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 la. Nero's not here? Oh, where did the overinflated ego go now? He said he needed time away for recuperation and then left. More than he let on. He asked me to give this to you. A receipt for payment. It covers the cost for the following items: additional machine parts and implements, supplemental reference publications, expenses incurred in upgrading Magitech armor and gunhammer, funds spent on idle research during enforced convalescence. He just sees fit to charge for anything and everything. Last I checked, Sid did not ask Nero to improve upon his armor and gunhammer. Oh, and it also includes a large sum listed as gratuity for exceptional services rendered. Alpha appears to sense the solemn purpose of this plate. What are you up to? You know, I kinda hope Alpha joins the crew. They're eager to venture a little further afield. Base has no problem with it, and neither do I. Just don't go too far, alright? Not good enough? I'm sorry, Alpha, but we're all a bit too busy to show you around the fringes right now. I'm not too sure about sending you out there alone. When you think about it, this world is completely new to Alpha, and all he's done so far is travel back and forth between the Reach and the Yawn. I bet his head is filled with questions and curiosity. He doesn't want to be taken for a walk, he wants to go on an adventure. Alpha's not some helpless chick. He's stronger than you or me, and I wish I was half as brave. He should be allowed. I'm going to talk to the chief about this. You're an employee, so there are certain rules we have to follow. I'm willing to admit that Wedge has a point. But as I said, we've all got important jobs to take care of, the chief included. Okay. I managed to clear away the most pressing matters. I hear your heart's set on a journey of some kind. I just want to be sure, but you aren't leaving because you think you tricked us into the rift, or because you're Omega's creation or anything like that, are you? I would have stopped you if that was the case. Pure curiosity, on the other hand, is something I like to keep courage. Exploring, interacting with the world, I think the experience will be good for him. Despite Omega's power, its potential to learn was hobbled by hostile directives. Alpha, on the other hand, is free to grow as he pleases. As the chief engineer of Garland Works, grant you unlimited leave to pursue personal research. Sounds have to offer, but do come back when you're ready. Anyone seems suspicious or steady, you stay away from them. Even if they offer you treats. Make sure you greet folks with a cheerful quip. Yeah. Okay, so he's out and about, so he's not necessarily out of all the future stories. What the... This is a model Omega that Wedge and I were working on. We built it while we were resting, thinking it might be useful for figuring out strategies or something. Not much use now, I suppose. Just a toy that'll follow you around. Okay. Yeah, I hope Alpha comes back. Something I miss? That's strange. The Echo never allowed you to understand him before. Just a theory, mind you. But assuming the absence of a soul is what prevented you from hearing Alpha's voice in the first place, then does it not follow that the reason you hear it now is it has a soul? It's his sudden urge to travel. Yeah? Like I said before, the soulless machine has created a soul and can't understand how he did. Well, it did. And if anyone touches Alpha, I will descend upon them with the wrath of 10,000 red chocobos. Oh. There's Nero. So many new things for you to discover. What terrible marvels can I trouble my old friend with next? Sudden cave. Why is the toy going in alone? Oh! Okay, so it's a montage of what they're exploring. Yeah, that's a nice way to end that chapter. And I really hope we get to see Alpha again. Hope Alpha enjoys his adventures. Yeah? Your long-awaited bonus. You can have the latest in automaton technology. Getting you a premium mammoth? The one-of-a-kind master model for merchandise copies, constructed with our patented Ironworks quality. Oh, so this is like the original model? Whenever you bring it out on your travels, may it remind you of the real Alpha. Yep. So, first, learn. And then, oh, Minion guide. Oh, I also got the OMG. To favorite. To favorite. Summon. There. My little alpha. And then this just allows access to the savage mode. But yeah, that was a very nice story for being a side story. And then, so next time I'm streaming it, I'm hoping to be doing story quest, though I might stream some leveling up, because I'm planning on just getting my Summoner 80 and then finishing the Stormblood and Shadowbringer quests on